I can't believe I'm giving away some of these ideas. Have you ever had a business idea that you just knew could make you a millionaire? I think it's safe to say that we all come up with random business ideas that have the potential to make us $1 million. A couple of years ago, a few buddies and I were sitting around and we came up with one of those random business ideas, started that business, and now the company is worth more than a few $1 million. But I'll tell you more about that business in a future video. For now, I want to give you a gift. I come up with new business ideas all the time. I actually have a box specifically for new business ideas. Whenever I come up with one, no matter how dumb it sounds in the moment, I write it down and put it in this box so I can never forget it. But the problem is that there's no way that I can pursue every single one of these businesses. I want you to be successful, and I feel bad for kind of hoarding all of these ideas to myself because I'll never do anything with some of them. So in this video, I'm going to give you a few business ideas that have the potential to make you millions of dollars. These are all business ideas that I've put into this box of mine. Hey, I'm Jarrad, and on this channel, we like to talk about all things personal finance and investing. Please Hulk smash that thumbs up button because in high school, I bet you were voted most likely to keep being awesome. Mom, Jarrad's being weird again. Just a heads up that these are my initial thoughts on how each one could work and the details that I've thought through so far. Some of them have been thought through in more detail, while others I'll just be giving you the kind of basic concepts so that hopefully you can dig into it a little bit further. If you use any of these business ideas, then I don't even want any sort of compensation. Just make sure to let me know once you've become successful. The point of a business is to solve a problem that people currently have or show them that they have a problem that needs to be solved. For example, before Airbnb, we didn't know that we needed an alternative to staying in a hotel. But once they showed us the benefits of having more space, a full kitchen, a cheaper price, more options, and just feeling more at home while we were on the road, we didn't know we wanted this type of service. There's three main ways to create a $1 million business, and the ones that I'll give you will hit on all three of these. The first is to improve a current business model. Uber and Lyft saw how horrible of an experience it was to try to get a ride from a cab company. You call a cab and they tell you that they'll come pick you up in, 30 minutes. That 30 minutes usually took more than an hour, if they even showed up at all. The experience was complete trash, so they decided to improve that current business model. Enter in Uber and Lyft. They have drivers everywhere that can come pick you up in 5 minutes or less in your own private car with your own private driver. The second way is to create a whole new industry. Back in the day, there were a lot of companies that were selling things online, but Amazon basically created a whole new industry. An online store where you can literally buy anything you've ever needed. It's like 1,000 stores wrapped up into one. You no longer needed to go to Best Buy to buy a television, then head to Barnes & Noble to buy a book, then Home Depot to buy a new kitchen faucet, then go to the grocery store to buy food. You can buy every single one of these items in one spot with free shipping and from any location where you can connect to the internet. The third way is to get ahead of a current trend. Netflix is the perfect example of this one. If you wanted to watch a video in the past, then you had to physically rent it from Blockbuster, Redbox, or even pay an arm and a leg to stream it from iTunes. Netflix said no. They pulled out their crystal ball and they understood where the future was going when it came to turning your current living room into a full-blown theater of your own for a cheap monthly subscription. We all of course know what happened to Blockbuster. They refused to buy into this future and doubled down on having physical locations. Now they are nowhere to be found. As I go through this list of $1 million businesses, if some of these ideas don't work for you, then try to figure out how you can make a little spin-off of any of them. Let these ideas get those juices flowing in your mind and start thinking about how you can pursue ideas of your own. Here's my box of ideas so I never forget a business idea ever again. Every time I come up with a random idea that I can't pursue right now, I write it down and throw it in this box. Think about doing this for yourself. Don't think about why you can't pursue an idea. Start thinking about how you can. The average person thinks of an idea. Successful people pursue it even if it fails. As we go through these business ideas, leave a comment down below on your thoughts about each one. Let me know if you can think of a better way to kind of do any of them, and even feel free to share some of your own business ideas that you don't mind giving away. I'm going to start out with one that may be a little bit more fun than anything. I don't even know if it's legal or not, but I like the idea. People who don't wash their hands.com. Hygiene is important to me, and I see so many people in the restrooms who don't wash their hands. This absolutely annoys me, and I want to publicly call these people out. So my idea is to start a running list of people you come in contact with that don't wash their hands after using the bathroom. It's kind of a spin-off of that People of Walmart website, except you'll know the coworkers who you should never shake shake hands with. To be honest with you, I already do this where I work. Whenever I notice someone who doesn't wash their hands, I tell everyone else around me to never shake Harry's hands because the dude's got some disgusting residue on those filthy little fingers. Harry, if you're out there, you're gross. It's also a reason that I go straight for the fist bump or elbow and never shake a hand whenever I meet people. So don't be offended if I ever meet you in person and don't shake your hand. I apologize in advance because this one is probably gonna make you hungry. I have an unofficial survey going on and the numbers prove that this one would be an absolute hit. The idea is based around quesadillas. Yes, I know how to pronounce it correctly, but quesadillas rolls off the tongue just a little bit better. If this company can have chicken skins as the only thing on their menu, then you can sure as heck sell only quesadillas. For sure. Everyone, I mean, everyone loves quesadillas. I guess except that one ex of mine, but that's one of the reasons that we broke up. She was an absolute sweetheart, but once I found out that she hates quesadillas and eats buffalo wings with a freaking fork, I knew we had no future together. It was just never gonna work. Okay, so back to the quesadilla idea. I'm thinking about possibly a food truck of some sort that only sells quesadillas. The name I came up with so far is Dillas. Now, Dillas doesn't have to make your average chicken, steak, or cheese quesadilla. Dillas is more of a specialty craft gourmet quesadilla joint. Think of some of your favorite meals wrapped in a quesadilla. Pizza quesadilla? We got you covered. Breakfast quesadilla? Coming right up. Appetizer quesadilla with mozzarella sticks, potato skins, and chicken fingers? Oh, you know Dillas has got you covered with that one as well. Dillas could even make spaghetti and meatball quesadillas. We of course can't forget our friends on the coast. For them, we'll be serving up some seafood dillas. Are you getting hungry yet? We can even go one step further and create holiday-themed quesadillas. Would you be interested in a Thanksgiving dinner dilla? How about a pork and sauerkraut dilla for New Year's? Potato pancake dilla for Hanukkah? Or backed by popular demand, corned beef and cabbage dillas for St. Patrick's Day? You're darn right Dillas can make this happen. Now, what is a good food truck if you don't have dessert to feed your people and increase those sales? For that, we've got apple pie dillas, ice cream sandwich dillas, pumpkin pie dillas, and of course, my favorite, donut dillas. Can you tell that I've thought about that dillas idea for a long time? I dream about that. Someone, please make a dillas food truck. Thinking about dillas just makes me so happy. The next one will be a great way to help people save money and give them more entertainment as well. For now, I'll just call the company Streamboat. It's basically a stream sharing service. With all of these streaming services out there like Netflix, Hulu, Sling, HBO, CBS, Disney Plus, and that upcoming Apple TV Plus, buying all of these services individually can become really, really expensive on a monthly basis. But what if you created a service that kind of crowdfunded all of these individual services to where you could log in and watch any of them for the price of one? I'm not sure how this would work out exactly, but I'm thinking that me, you, and 5 of our friends each sign up for one of these accounts individually, then share our username and passwords through Streamboat so we can all have access to each streaming platform. The reason that we would need this middleman service is that I don't want you or some other random person that I don't know to have access to the personal information on my Netflix account. Streamboat would also help match people across the globe so that it's less expensive for all of us. So I wouldn't even have to know the person that I'm sharing a streaming service with. If I only wanted access to Netflix, Hulu, and Disney Plus, then Streamboat would match me up with people who wanted the exact same service. My initial thought is that they would take care of all of the payment processing. They would take the average price for the platform that you want access to and charge you that amount. We could even go one step further and only have to log into your Streamboat account to be able to watch any of the platforms. If you can think of how we can better refine this idea, then let me know down in the comments below. This next one really, really excites me because I'm just a weirdo like that. I would call the company, wait for it, Dish Destroyers. Now let me tell you how I came up with this idea first. One day I was driving around looking at potential rental properties and something stuck out to me when I looked at the majority of houses. It's something that's annoyed me about my current house as well. Back in the day when Dish Network and DirecTV were popular, the only way that you could use their service is if they came by and attached one of those absolutely disgustingly hideous dishes on the side of your house. I hate seeing those things on houses because they're so tacky looking. But now that barely anyone uses a dish to watch television any longer, we're all stuck with those stupid things on the side of our houses. Do you think DirecTV or Dish Network are willing to come detach it from your house? Probably not. They left those stupid things on the side of your house, so it's your problem now. What if, Just what if you created a service to go around and remove these dishes from people's houses for a small fee? All you do is drive around to find houses with these things on the side of them, knock on the door, and offer to remove the dish for, I don't know, $50 to $75. I would imagine that you can easily remove one of these in, I don't know, 20 minutes or less. All you'd have to do is make sure that the homeowner shuts the power off, grab a ladder or one of those vans with a bucket, cut the cord, unscrew the darn thing, then move on to the next one. This could easily net you at least $100 per hour. As you get bigger, you could hire people to do the work for you and give them a commission of something like $25 per home. They take care of the sales and the removal while you sit back and collect the cash. If someone came up to my front door today, made me realize how ugly that thing was, which I already know how ugly it is, and said that they were to remove the dish from the side of my house for $75, then I would gladly pay that person to take care of it for me. But wait, there's more. Now let's take this one a step further to generate some additional revenue for your $1 million business. After you remove the dish, there are now screw holes in the side of the house. Not the end of the world, and not everyone would care, but some will. So what we do is partner with a local contractor that replaces siding on houses. We hand their flyer to the homeowner after our job is done and tell them that if they want to get that taken care of, then we highly recommend this contractor. Whenever the contractor gets a lead and or a sale from one of our customers, we get a kickback from that contractor. Or we could just charge the contractor a small fee for handing out their flyers. With this next one, we're pulling out our crystal ball and thinking about the future. I think we can all agree that times are changing, and things that were once looked at as unacceptable are now becoming a lot more acceptable and, of course, legal. This one isn't a specific business idea, it's more of an upcoming industry. Marijuana is quickly becoming legal here in the United States and worldwide. It's like the new frontier in regards to the different types of businesses that are going to spawn from this new legal industry. If you want to get a head start and possibly cash in on it, then I highly recommend starting to think about how you can create a company that's intertwined with the marijuana industry. Take a deeper dive into the industry and start looking for holes within the market where you may be able to create a company that fills the need within this growing, no pun intended, world. One way to really familiarize yourself with the marijuana industry is to work for one of these companies. The largest and most well-known one in the United States is Canopy Growth. I went ahead and looked, and they have a ton of job openings. Once you're working for a company like Canopy Growth, it may be a little bit easier for you to spot gaps somewhere within the market. Don't be a guy or girl that eventually thinks to yourself, ah, shoot, why didn't I think about that $1 million business idea? The only way that you're going to create a $1 million business is by taking action on the things that I shared with you or on your own ideas. Make sure to Hulk smash that thumbs up button and leave a comment down below letting me know how you'd improve on some of these $1 million business ideas that I laid out for you, or share some of your own that you may have that you don't mind that other people know about. Leaving a comment and liking this video are a huge help to me, so thank you in advance. I have links in the description to help you out with all of your personal finance and investing needs. I'll see you in the next one, friends. Adios.